prospecting, a lot of appreciation talk. So it's kind of right up the alley with what's happening in our release. So excited, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, for sure. So we'll have a couple people on here on the Zoom platform,
Sure.
and then we are broadcasting live on Facebook in our private Facebook KW Shares group. So that's where the majority of the people will be. Cool. But they'll be seeing your presentation, and we will be checking the chat to be able to ask any questions, so on and so forth.
And we're live. We're live now on Facebook.
Okay, sweet.
All right, so let's get the party started. So Jonathan, welcome to KW Calabasas, to KW Westside, to KW Coastal Properties, right, and over in Long Beach. So I'm just going to have you take it away. You can give a little bit of background on yourself and just share the exciting news that Landvoice and you have to offer.
100%. So a little bit about Landvoice and about myself. For those of you guys who don't know, Landvoice has been in the industry for a really long time. For the last 27 years, we've been helping agents achieve abundance in their real estate careers by getting them hard to find cell phone numbers and putting a duplicatable process, together for them every single morning. I've been working with Landvoice for around 9 years now. You'll find I have a passion for helping real estate agents build an aggressive game plan and really crush their listing goals by consistency. I am going to share today a little bit about what our top agents are doing around the country since the pandemic to really still thrive during these unsure times. And I'm sure all of you guys could agree. This year has really shook a lot of agents. I mean, things were completely flipped upside down, and agents had to pivot right at the beginning of the year and find out how they were going to continue to sell real estate and keep themselves and their new clients safe. So one of the things a lot of agents started leaning on was, the virtual leads that they could start putting into their game plan every day to crush it out there. So I would love to share my screen and kind of give you guys a little rundown of what everything looks like and talk a little bit more about what type of scripts our agents are using. Just a heads up, we got a lot of giveaways here. If you guys are watching this, you'll see a lot of different download links in the bottom of the screen. That's for you guys to take these scripts and put them into play right away, whether you're using us or not, or whether you have another lead service. These leads, obviously, I mean, the scripts can be put into play right away. Pre-foreclosure scripts, so be ready for sell by owner scripts. A lot of FSBOs that haven't listed since the pandemic. Expireds, what are agents saying to expireds right now that's really working, getting their foot in the door? So yeah, gonna share the screen and kind of get this show on the road. You guys ready for that? All right, is that okay? I wanted to make sure that was okay, that I could share the screen. Yeah, we're good?
Yeah, you got it.
Absolutely.
Okie dokie.
Just making sure that was happening.
All right, let's do that.
There you are.
Okie dokie. Perfect. So this is all about growing your business during unpredictable times. And we're going to get right into this because it's a lot of material and I want to cover it all within the time that we have. So a little bit about Landvoice, guys. We have a lot of different real estate tools, expireds for sell by owners, the neighborhood circle prospecting system, pre-foreclosure leads, Expired Pro, which is one of the top databases right now in the industry, call capture, a really special tool agents are providing for sell by owners as a gift. And I'm excited to share with you guys how they're getting their foot in the door and converting a lot of FSBOs into leads. And one of my absolute favorites, old expireds. I like to call old expireds the gift of the real estate gods, because if you're in real estate, you know that digging up the addresses for old expireds is no big deal, right? But tracking down the accurate cell phone numbers, running them through your local do not call registry, I mean, that's where a lot of the legwork really kind of, it dies down, and a lot of people don't put in the time to find all of that data. So I'm excited to share with you guys what we're doing to help agents obviously capitalize on the appreciation and the lack of inventory by going after old expireds. Okie dokie. So let's move on. First things first. So we call this workshop 5 Overlooked or Poorly Used Listing Sources. And the first thing that we're going to talk about here are expireds. The reason why expireds are such a good listing source is there's always a big lack of communication between the realtor and the seller, especially as that listing goes into the expired time. Having the cell phone numbers readily available for you every single morning is so important. Most expireds will list with a new agent, of course, because of that lack of communication. So getting your foot in the door that very morning of the expired, that's key. Having correct cell phone information is what we're all about. So check this out. This is the back end of the platform and what we're doing a little different. When you log into Landvoice now, you'll also see email addresses for about 60% of the expireds. We ping the email addresses before they filter inside your system. So you know the emails that are in your system are working verified emails. Gosh, okie dokie. You'll also see that there's a social media side on the right. We're giving you the Facebook if they have a Facebook account. We're also providing you with their Twitter information and their Instagram information if they have those social media accounts. And it's all being delivered to you by 6 a.m. in the morning by the Landvoice platform. In this platform, you guys are going to have the ability to search specific cities, specific zip codes, specific price ranges, and really narrow down exactly who you want to call. And this does not stop. 7 days out of the week, every single day, you guys are getting the expired, cancels, and withdrawals out of your MLS database. And it's important for you guys who are not in this arena to just know that being early in the morning and contacting these expireds before all of your competitors is what it's all about. We encourage our agents to start making their calls right at 8 a.m. in the morning. We find that our agents are having the most success getting in touch with the sellers in between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. If you can't make the calls in between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., we suggest that you make the calls from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Those are the 2 best times that our top agents around the country are getting the expireds on the phone. And what we do is we keep you guys safe. We make sure all of the phone numbers have been ran through your local do not call registry. If the numbers are on the do not call, we red flag them, we point them out and show you which numbers not to call. And it's really easy to just keep feeding your database every morning. I mean, that's what it's all about, strengthening your database. Your database is your business. All of you guys know that. And there's nothing better than feeding your database with sellers that you're having conversations with and a lot of traction. So expireds, we know it's not new to real estate. A lot of agents have duplicated this process and they use it to get listings regularly. This is what we'll do for you so you don't have to reinvent the wheel or jump through hoops to look for phone numbers. That's the expired game plan. And you guys let me know if there are any questions or anything that I can, answer for anyone else out there. Let's see, hang tight. Now, old expireds. I love old expireds because there's very few agents that go after the old expired data and really kind of step on the gas focusing on that. What Landvoice does with the old expireds is, right now, every agent and their dog is going after the available inventory out there, and it's scarce, right? The inventory is really scarce. What we do is you guys give us your top areas, your top 4 or 6 zip codes that you work the strongest, and we filter out every single expired who's foreclosed. We filter out the expireds who've listed, and you get a golden list of old expireds who have never relisted in your top areas. And we point out those individuals. Now, how old are we talking about? We like to go all the way back to 2018. So we'll filter out every single expired in your top maybe 4 or 6 zip codes from 2018 to 2019. And obviously, these homes have surely appreciated. There's not a lot of agents going after these individuals. And it's really easy for you guys to contact these homeowners, let them know, obviously, about the appreciation and see if they have any ounce of motivation. You'll find out there's not a lot of agents going after these old expireds and willing to do the legwork to contact these individuals. So we definitely see old expireds as a huge way for you guys to step on the gas during these times of low inventory. And what we do is you guys give us your top 4 or 6 zip codes, and our company just does all of this scrubbing for you. We filter in every single property who didn't relist, and you have the cell phone numbers of each of those individuals. And we have a perfect script for you guys to use here. I want you to make sure you take a picture of it, a screenshot, whatever you're doing on your end. Hello, my name is Christoph. I'm a real estate agent in the area. It looks like you tried selling your house a while ago. Did you know home prices have risen a lot since you've taken your house off the market? Have you thought about selling your house again? I would love to provide you with a free home evaluation and show you some comparable houses that have sold in your area. I think you would be surprised at what you could sell for right now. How would you like me to get that information to you? So this is a great script for you guys to use to reach out to those old expireds who are not being reached out to by any agents. You just have to pinpoint those individuals, and it's really easy for you guys to do that. Hang tight just a sec. Okay. All righty. So getting to the next area here, pre-foreclosures. I have a lot of real estate agents wanting to help homeowners in their area avoid foreclosure. And guys, this is a really hot topic right now, obviously, because everything that we've been through. There's a lot of people out there who have lost their jobs. We've heard of a lot of deaths, and we see this pre-foreclosure number rising all over the country. And just doing a little bit of research this morning, I saw that there were 127 pre-foreclosures just in the Los Angeles area in the last 7 days. So that's a lot, 124 in the last 7 days. And we excluded the Valley, excluded Santa Clarita. This is just the city area. And since January, there's been 8,141 pre-foreclosures. You know, guys, there's just a lot of work, I feel, for agents to really dig in and do. 4.7 million mortgages are in forbearance, 8.8% of all mortgages in the country. And it doesn't seem like a big number, but gosh, there's a wave coming. Actually, the wave's already here. And what Landvoice is doing to help you guys reach out to these individuals, get their property on the market and help them avoid foreclosure, is we're getting all of that data to you the second they miss their third payment. As soon as their property is put on court records and they're getting their official, here we go. Sorry, that's Christina Griffin. We'll talk about her in a second. Big KW agent, really helping a lot of pre-foreclosures. But as soon as the property address is placed on county record, our company grabs that address and we get the cell phone information and filter it inside your Landvoice platform. So you guys aren't having to look for any of this data. You log right into your system and you see every homeowner's name, cell phone number, property information, how late they are, basically their loan information, who they have their loan with. So it's all right there at your fingertips, and it makes it really easy for you to contact a pre-foreclosure. And I mean, we don't want to contact a pre-foreclosure and say, hey, it looks like you landed up on my list this morning and you're probably facing foreclosure and I'm calling to help you avoid that. That's definitely not the way to call pre-foreclosures. You'll get hung up on really quickly. And most homeowners will wonder how you know all that information. So I have a lot of little cheat sheets here for you on what to say, what not to say. This definitely is what you do not want to say. I saw that your house is going into foreclosure, or I help people like you avoid foreclosure. How, you know what I mean? That's just not the way to ease into this. A better way to communicate with the pre-foreclosure, if you were offered the right price for your home, would you be willing to sell? So those are the type of questions you would want to ask a pre-foreclosure. And of course, you could add some to this, like, hey, I have some buyers looking around your area. I've contacted most of your neighbors, and now I'm on the phone with you. If you were offered the right price for your home, would you guys be willing to sell it? This is what's getting my clients' foot in the door, for sure. being polite, not letting them know that they know everything right from the get-go, and getting, getting the seller to open up a little bit. Here's another way to present this. Hey, I know your house isn't for sale right now, but have you ever thought about selling? So all of our top agents around the country who are helping pre-foreclosures, these are the things that they're texting, and these are the things that they're saying when they call the pre-foreclosures on their phone. Can you guys let me know if you hear this video? Was that something that you guys heard here? Let's see. Did you hear that or no? No? Okay. So Christina Griffin, big KW real estate agent in Florida. And at the beginning of the year, we met her at this event. She had done around 17 deals in the first month of January. And you fast forward that to September when we spoke with her at the beginning of this month. And her team has done, I think, 72 pre-foreclosure deals so far. They're really, really helping a lot of pre-foreclosures. And she saw this coming a long time ago. She's actually spearheading the KW pre-foreclosure training right now. So you may know of her. So that's what the video kind of explains, how her team and what they're doing to really crush it, helping pre-foreclosures. Now here's some other out-of-the-box ideas. Pick up the phone. That's not an out-of-the-box idea. Write a handwritten letter. I really like that. And Yellow Letter is a great company to use. Very affordable, and you get to type the information, but they write it out as you type it. Well, the technology writes it out as you type it, and it looks exactly like a handwritten letter. So an easy way to make a personal touch. I love handwritten letters. I have this one agent in the San Fernando Valley. What he does with any pre-foreclosure that communicates with him, that either texts him back or he converses with them on the phone, he actually buys a box of donuts and drops it on their doorstep in the morning on a Saturday and sends them a text message as he drives away. And it's the small things that other agents aren't willing to do that really kind of separate you from your competition out there. So here are some great ways for you guys to help as many pre-foreclosures in your market. And you guys heard those numbers. It's getting pretty bad out there. So we have a great script and training for you guys to download. You'll see it right here at the bottom. We want you to have it. Please make sure you download it. It's www.landvoice.com/prefo_training. Thank you guys. Make sure you take a picture of that. With some really good information from some top agents that are really, really helping a lot of homeowners. This is a picture, a printout of the data, what it looks like. Every single morning by 6 a.m., you get a brand new batch of pre-foreclosures that filters into the platform. Of course, it looks very similar to the rest of our data, how it's laid out. There's a more info link that you guys may not be able to see that takes you to the financing information where it says more info right below the ID number. But when it all comes down to it, guys, the cell phone numbers are key. For a lot of our agents that have special iBuyer programs or, just different options for these homeowners to take, getting the cell phone numbers and communicating with these guys before anyone else does is key. And as soon as they miss that third official payment, they're filtering into this platform where you guys could assist them with whatever needs that may be. For sell by owners. So Landvoice also provides for sell by owners, of course. You guys give me your top 2 counties that you work the strongest, and we filter every single for sale by owner that has put their house on the market from those 2 counties. One of the ways that I'm going to share with you, our agents are really getting these FSBOs to convert into listings is by offering something completely different. And some of you guys may have used this before, and I know a lot of you guys have seen all of these different percentages of, for sale by owners turning into listings. And of course, it's varied over the years. But, majority of the FSBOs end up listing with an agent. This is how a lot of you guys can get your foot in the door with the for sale by owners. And I kind of consider for sale by owners at first a little like, a toddler. You know, they always want to do it themselves. They definitely undervalue the help of an agent at first. And within the third or fourth week, yeah, they're definitely changing how they feel about it. Now, Tony Robbins says, if you add the value, you will become the brand. Find a way to add more value than anyone else. And we all know who Tony Robbins is. For those of you guys who have not seen this, this is definitely something different. It's something that you're not going to be hearing a lot of real estate agents do. And it's an easy way to get a tornado of buyers around you. So when we call for sell by owners, we say, hey, I don't want to sell your home. I want to give you something to help you sell your home on your own. So obviously this is completely disruptive. It throws them off their bike. They're like, oh, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you want to give me to help me sell my house? So it really allows you, guys to bring a special service to the table. And it's the for sale by owner technology. We call the FSBO and we tell them that we don't want their listing. In fact, we want to give them something that's going to help them sell their home faster and for the most amount of money. So we offer them a free for sale by owner sign. And any buyer who calls into this sign is going to hear a beautiful recording of your house. If they really like the recording, they can press a button to connect directly to you. And when they hang up the phone, you and your spouse get a text message of all the buyer's information. And so do I. Now, here's the catch. I want to work with all the buyers that you check off your list and politely scoot off your doorstep. You keep your buyers who are interested in the house that you're able to schedule appointments with. And I just want the buyers that are not interested in buying your home looking for something else. Do you see how this could help the both of us? Most for sale by owners take this system like candy because they don't want to advertise their cell phone numbers. They don't want to be on those forever databases that they know they're going to be in. So this is definitely an easy take for the for sale by owner. And all my clients tell the FSBOs, hey, if you don't sell your house within 30 days, all I ask is to be first considered. That's it. I'm going to help you sell your home. I'm going to help you find a buyer. And if you don't end up selling your house, all I ask is that you consider me for the listing. So it's an easy way for you guys to get your foot in the door with for sale by owners all over the place. I highly recommend you call for sale by owners just saying, hey, I'm not calling to try to get a listing from you. I actually have a system that I want to offer you to help you sell it. And every for sale by owner is literally open ears. And you always get an opportunity to explain what it's about. And as soon as they hear that they don't have to answer the same questions every day, you're going to put a sign on their front lawn that buyers can call into and listen to their house. They're completely stoked. And I mean, we're not stealing anything. As soon as you tell them that they get a text message from every buyer who calls into the sign, they're like, oh, cool. So I get to follow up with the buyer if they like my house. And you just say, yeah, this is for you. All I want are the buyers that don't end up purchasing your house. So it's one of the easiest ways to get your foot in the door. And what our company does is we professionally record any message for any FSBO's house that you're going to. When you schedule an appointment, we have a special email that you send the address to, and our team does the recording. We do the flyer. We put all of this together so you don't have to lift a finger handling any of this on your end. So it's really easy to use, and you get one toll-free number with unlimited extensions. So a lot of agents, they have several signs out there, 5, 6, 8 different signs, however many they can handle. And they obviously put them in all the areas that they want to generate new listings in, or that they need buyers in, right? Because that's all this sign generates are just tons of buyers who don't like the FSBO's house. I apologize. I forgot to turn my dial pad off and it keeps on ringing and I don't want to stop the presentation. So forgive me for that ringing that you hear. So this is the call capture system, what our real estate agents are offering to for sale by owners. And it's really, really working, especially now. I want to share a quick printout of the FSBO leads. Every single for sale by owner that puts their house on the market in Los Angeles County, it filters right into the platform. We're going to monitor each address, and we're going to let you know if any of the for sale by owners happen to list with anyone. It completely disappears out of your system, and you don't have to talk with them. So it's basically something that's just going to shovel for sale by owner leads to you every day. And you guys get a total of 2 counties. So 2 counties you offer us, and every morning we provide you FSBO leads from those 2 counties. We run the phone numbers through your local do not call registry to keep you guys safe. And it's just really easy to communicate with these sellers and feed your database, of course, with for sale by owners that, you know, you guys are building relationships with. We know that they're going to cave in and end up listing with an agent. It's really important for you guys to get your foot in the door one way or another. And that FSBO sign is definitely something that we've seen working really well. Let's see. Got a lot of chats here. Well, I guess we can address that when you guys get a second. Bear with me. I know the videos aren't working here on our end, so we'll just fly by them. This is a quick printout of what our agents are doing for listings. If you guys want our company to create any type of marketing, it's also included with the 800 number. We do a postcard, a flyer, and a door hanger for any property you guys submit to us that you're going on a listing appointment for. So it's really easy for us to just whip this stuff up for you for any appointment that you have. Let's see, want to put this here. So I want you guys to download all of our scripts and all of our tools, www.landvoice.com/10 listings. You'll be able to access a book of scripts for expireds, for sale by owners, and for pre-foreclosures. It's all right there at your fingertips when you download our 10 listings in 7 days booklet. So please make sure you take advantage of that. A lot of time and effort from agents that are generating listings, calling these individuals, have written scripts and a lot of helpful tools for you guys. Let's see. Bear with me just a second. Alrighty. I keep on pressing on the wrong button trying to remove move the video slides. Okay, guys. So this is our just listed, just sold tab. A lot of real estate agents right now, they're going after their neighborhood for listings because of the lack of inventory. And our just listed, just sold service is releasing the beginning of October. And it's really, really awesome. So basically, you guys just literally map out your area, whether it's a small subdivision or you want to map out a whole city, and you just literally hit the house button. And within seconds, you guys see a bunch of orange dots that start appearing on the screen. And we provide you with the phone numbers for each of those individuals. You're going to see the cell phone numbers of both homeowners, 95% accurate cell phone numbers for each homeowner. You're also going to see email addresses now. You're going to find out when they purchased the home, how much they paid for it, and it's all going to be sitting here right at your fingertips. This is completely unlimited. There's no limit as far as circle prospecting any area. You could circle prospect from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast without running out of room. So it's really, really cool for teams. It's great for solo agents. It's great for anyone that obviously needs to circle prospect and talk to their community. And we're making it available starting October 1st. So we're really excited to release that to you guys. This tool is only $40 a month. So not a lot of money to get a lot of data, and just really simple for you guys to use. The neighborhood search is one of our best tools. Our agents are using it for their just sold properties, their just listed properties, and of course, just to communicate with their neighbors and talk to them about, you know, the market, appreciation, anything that comes to mind. The neighborhood search basically is there for you to feed your database. So this is the new release for our neighborhood search. For anybody else who, you know, has used our old neighborhood search, this is completely different. You're not going to be typing in an address, circling 100 homes. You now have the ability to map out specific areas and communicate with the homeowners by their cell phones. At first, our neighborhood search only had home phones that we were providing. Now we're providing cell phone numbers with the neighborhood search, and it's releasing at the beginning of October. So we're really excited for you guys to use it and get first dibs on, our new product. Now, towards the end of the year, most agents like to start cleaning up their databases. If any of you have any missing cell phone numbers and you have the address, that's all we need. Our company will provide you guys with the email addresses, the cell phone numbers, all of the property information that you're missing, and all we need from you is just the address of the property. So please feel free to email me any list that you want to test out, and our team will provide it for you completely free of charge. We want you to see how good we are at finding your missing data. So I'm going to encourage you guys, if you want to sharpen up your database and clean it up a little bit, send me a list and I will send you back cell phone numbers and all of the missing information for any of the homeowners on the list that you send me. Here is a special that Landvoice is offering to any real estate agent that's viewing this webinar, a big discount. This is our elite bundle. It has everything that we're offering: expireds, pre-foreclosures, FSBOs, the call capture package, and the neighborhood search. And there's a few different prices that you guys obviously could take advantage of here. Please feel free to jot down the landing page link if you guys want to give the elite bundle a shot. This has everything that we were just talking about. If you like most of what we're speaking about and the 800 number wasn't something that interested in you, then we highly recommend that you take advantage of the Pro package. This has everything that we offer except the 800 number. And we have a special discount for you guys to take advantage of here. Our pricing on the website is much more expensive. So you guys are definitely going to get a better deal if you jot down the landing page or take a picture of it and pull the trigger when the time's right. This is what we call the Pro package on our website. Alrighty. So if you guys want to email me a list so we can find your missing information for any of your database, you can email it directly here. I will clean up any spreadsheet that you send my way. If you're interested in the program and you want to talk a little bit more about it, feel free to text me here. I'd love to chat with you guys and talk to you about, how you can grow your business choosing Landvoice. We're definitely here to help. Sorry, we kind of went through the material quick. I know that we have a short amount of time and I wanted to make sure we covered everything. Please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email if you have any questions about our product. Let's see, ladies, any questions before, we exit?
So I can't see you. Can you turn your video back on so I can see you?
My bad here. I didn't even notice that I was on here. Sorry. Can you see me now?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, sorry. My
yeah,
bad.
So that was awesome. Really, really appreciate that. So I'm checking to see if there are any questions on Facebook. I don't see anything. So anybody that's actually on the Zoom with all of us, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, question.
Okay, go ahead, Louisa.
Fire away.
Expireds.
Yes.
So from what my understanding is, you guys already filter out if it's been relisted or if it's an active listing.
Exactly. You give me your top 4 or 6 zip codes that you work the strongest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if they're available first, because it's an exclusive service. We don't resell them if a realtor has already bought them, which makes them even better, right? That they're not going to be resold to everybody else. And once you give me those zip codes, we'll scrub everybody out who's sold or foreclosed, and you'll just get that golden list of homeowners who have never resurfaced. And those conversations are just really fun to have, especially if you've contacted daily expireds. The old expireds is a walk in the park. It's fun talking to them about appreciation. they kind of laugh a little bit because they haven't received a call from an agent in such a long time. So it's just a different feeling. You know what I mean? And our clients have much more success when they target the older expireds. So yeah, I really suggest it for sure.
Okay.
You just text me or email me your zip codes. I'll do a little bit of research and let you know what's available. And if it's available, I'll offer you a special on on those old expireds, and we'll figure out a price that works for you.
Okay. And then, so for the old expires, you said that it comes in every day at 6 a.m. since 2018, right? So does that
So
mean like,
with the old expireds, the cool thing about it is we only have to start scrubbing the data, upload it inside your system, and then just monitor the addresses, right? And we'll let you know if somebody happens to list or sell, and hopefully you're the one listing them. But we only have to do this one time, because once we scrub the data and upload it, it's there. It's from back in the day, right? So there's not going to be anything filtering in. So all we do is just monitor each address, and we let you know. We change the status if they list. You know what I mean? So you know not to call them. It's very rare someone lists as soon as we do all of the data, unless it's you doing the listing. So
okay.
the daily expireds, if you wanted to call the daily leads, those are what we call expired pro, and that's what filters inside the platform every morning by 6 a.m. or by 5 a.m.
Okay.
depending on your location.
Okay. And so so you said that we could only do 6 zip codes. So for
Well, you
instance,
can do more for sure.
oh, okay.
But we encourage you to start off with at least 4 to 6.
Okay.
And if you want to cover more data, then send me, as much as you want. We'll let you know that what the specials are. Normally it's $250 per zip code. So you pay
Okay.
$250 per zip code for us to do all of the scrubbing. Our special to anyone who's on this webinar or is viewing this is if you buy 2, you get 2 free. If you buy 3, you get 3 free. So we'll basically, for every zip code you pay, we'll give you a free zip code. So you buy 2 zip codes, we'll give you 2 free. That's the best deal. Basically you get 4 zip codes for $500 flat. It's a one-time payment. And our average realtor does at least 3 to 5 closings in 1 zip code. So you really get your bang for your buck. Let me know if you have any more questions about that one. Good one.
Thank you.
Of course. Any other questions?
Yeah, so quick question. So let's say someone just wants to start off with old expireds, right? Yeah. And they buy, they spend $500, get 4 zip codes. Is there also a monthly fee for the platform?
Not at all.
Or that's just that flat fee?
Not at all. It's
Okay.
just that flat fee. In fact, when you buy old expireds, we call you a forever client, because we never cancel it. You're always going to be monitoring those zip codes that you pay for, and it's never going to cancel, so it's not like a daily service that we turn off. If you have old expireds, you've bought those zip codes forever. It's yours. The platform, the leads, it never cancels. Any other questions?
Yeah, there's a question on Facebook. Mocha asked, how many agents are already receiving this information?
It all depends on your area. I can give you guys a little bit of a heads up when you tell me those zip codes forever. Yeah, I'm sorry, a little bit of feedback. You tell me what area you cover, and I'll be able to zero in and see how many agents we have getting leads. I was already looking in the Los Angeles County. It's a huge county. So we have around 37 active agents in the LA area, but out of those 37, there was only 15 or so that had logged in the last week. So let me know a little bit more about your area, what city you cover, where you get the majority of your listings, and I can let you know, how many people you're competing with. I can't tell you their names, but I can tell you, okay, we have around 20 people in this exact city that are signed up for Landvoice. We definitely put a cap on it. If our technology that rounds up the data, if there's too many agents receiving the data, our system tells us that we need to put a cap on it. So we do limit it, but right now there's no cap. We can take on signups in Los Angeles, but we can zero in and see in your specific area who's using it. So text me, email me, let me know where you get the majority of your listings. I'll look up and see how many agents you'll be competing with, depending on where you get the majority of your listings. So yeah, for sure. That's definitely something I'd want to know. Yeah, I'd want to know that. Any other questions, guys?
Yes.
Let's hear 'em. Let's see it.
Mocha also asked, FSBO, so how will we know which buyers we can contact?
That's a really good question. So you guys have been on the same text message chain as a for sale, as a friend. Anybody that sent you a text and you're in the same text chain as like 6 people, kind of annoying, right? But imagine it being with a seller. Every time you guys get a lead on your cell phone, you and the seller get the same text and you're in the same exact text chain. So it's so easy for you to massage the relationship, right? And say, hey, did you get that message? Okay, good luck. Call that seller back and let me know how the conversation went. So not only are you reminding them, like, jump on it, go call that buyer, we just got the lead. You're always reminding them, let me know how that conversation went, so I know if it's somebody that I need to call back. Because that's what's in it for you. If you don't show the FSBO how you get paid, they just think you're weird and they won't work with you. So you have to make it seem like you're super interested, like, in those buyers, because this is the only way that we could potentially make money unless you list with us. So the FSBOs totally get it. And it's important for you to communicate with them and say, hey, did you guys get this lead? Great, let me know how the conversation went. And the FSBOs always converse with you like, hey, the seller didn't like my price. They told me unless I had a waterfall and a grotto in the backyard, I need to drop the price 100K. You know, you'll hear things like that. So just it's a relationship builder. You know, I have a twin brother who started selling real estate, and this is exactly what he started using to get listings, to start getting some of the high-end listings in areas that he wanted to establish himself in. And it works. You just call for sell by owners, offer the program. Some FSBOs don't even want to sign. They're like, hey, can I just use your 800 number on my Zillow and my Trulia ads and all that stuff? And you're like, please take it. It's going to text message you for every phone call. Even if the number's restricted or blocked or private, you always get it. So a lot of high-end FSBOs, they dig it. They're like, hey, I don't want to advertise my cell phone. This is a great tool. And all you want are the buyers that don't like my house. That's it. So as long as you guys could explain that, you'll do very well helping FSBOs getting your foot in the door with that system, for sure. Great question.
And do you have a website that the agents can go and compare the different programs and the costs and what they offer? 100%.
So if you go on landvoice.com, landvoice.com is the website where you guys see the different bundles that you have access to. But I'm going back to this real quick. What you see here, you're not going to see these prices on the website. So you'll see the pro package, but normally it's $14.97 on our website right now. So you guys get it for $9.97. We give you $500 off for the entire year. And regularly it's $500 a quarter. Your price is $200 cheaper. So you definitely want to either text me and say, hey, Jonathan, let's talk a little bit more about pricing, or I want to find out more of a monthly option that you guys offer. What's the best deal you can give it? You know, give me Landvoice monthly. And if you guys have taken Bold, you got to let me know, because if you've taken Bold, we roll out the red carpet for any of the KW Bold agents, and the prices get even better for you. And Bold's coming up, so we can offer the Bold prices now that Bold's coming up now. So please let me know where you're at. If you've taken Bold, if you just need a low monthly option, check out our website and see what you're interested in. It's landvoice.com, and feel free to reach out to me and let me know what you're interested in. And I promise I will beat whatever price you see by a lot. I hope that helps.
That's great.
Yeah, of course. I just want to get you guys data so you guys can get out there and start making the calls. One thing that I know is if you make calls for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, you're easily going to hit 2 to 3 closings with our system a month. Easy. You just have to do it every day. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but just that consistent process, That's the fight. That's the battle. Getting the scripts down, the objections down. That's the easy part. Being consistent and purposeful, you know, every day for 2 hours. That's the fight. And I want to help you guys fight it and crush your listing goals. So let me know how I could assist you guys. And I appreciate you having me here.
Thanks so much.
Any other questions?
Do you have a special pricing for teams?
Yeah. Let me know if you have a team, how many agents are on the team, and I will make sure I send you the pricing. Don't worry about it. It's not a lot. And we can get at least 10 agents using your service as a team or more. So we do it like 10, 20, 30. Let me know how many agents are on your team, and I'll send you a price. And the cool thing about it is they all get their own individual accounts, right? So it's a fun, competitive environment when your team is being fed these seller leads, and people know it's a first come, first serve. And once a team member gets a listing, and then another team member gets a listing, it's an infectious environment that you want in your office. You want agents competing over the inventory that's filtering into the platform, and of course, rewarding them. That's a fun part too. So a lot of fun stuff happens when you know they're out here being this purposeful every morning. So send me a text. Let me know how many agents you have on your team, and I'll give you a price that makes sense for you.
Awesome.
Okay. Any other questions? Good questions here. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
does anybody else have any questions for Jonathan?
Let's see. I know I'm not the only person that could see the chats here, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Can you take a picture of the screen? Discounts. Okay. And I'll email you guys. I'll email you, Stephanie, a list of these specials that you can forward to everybody that was here.
Okay.
And you know, they can easily click on the link and take advantage of it without having to search me down. So I'll
Okay.
get that over to you for sure. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I used you guys 22 years ago. I used you a few years ago. I've used you throughout my real estate career, and it's always been great. And I'm excited that, you know, even more of what you have to offer. So
It works if you work it. That's
Yeah.
the fun part about it. It's easy to rely on listings if you're working it. And I mean, I got agents that have listings falling in their lap from prospecting weeks ago, and they don't even remember it. They're like, hey, I just got a text, the seller hit me back, and I called them 3 weeks ago. And that's the fun part to being consistent. Stuff just starts falling in your lap. You get signs up on properties, and the rest is history. You always want to stay making your calls, right? But sometimes it's hard with the amount of listings you're producing. But that's a fun battle. Well, it sounds like we were able to answer a lot of your questions, and I sure hope I can help you guys. Go ahead.
One last one. I have
Go ahead.
do you guys have a dialer?
So we've taken the dialer offline, and mainly a big favor to KW, because we've been doing bold, right, since before time, and there's a lot of new agents that take bold, and sometimes they don't know, you know, some things that could. There's some pretty steep fines. So a lot of people were getting hit with these Class A lawsuits, and they didn't even know like what was hitting them. So we took the dialer offline per Gary Keller and key executives, so agents could stop making that silly mistake, you know, feeding the numbers through the dialer. But we do have Landvoice on an app, which makes it really easy to just click on the numbers and put them in your call log, which is what I would suggest. You know, right now, really, with everything that's happened this year, it's not the time to be robotic and shove everything through a dialer. I think we need to be a lot more purposeful and mindful as to what we're doing and who we're calling. So click on the numbers, do a little bit of research, it'll mean a big difference. So no dialer for right now, but we sync with Mojo if you really, really want a dialer. Thank you. Any other questions? All righty. Well, I hope you guys have my information. Hit me up. Let me know how I can help you. Thank you for having me, Stephanie.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Jonathan. And thank you, everybody, for attending, and wishing everyone a fabulous day.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Bye, guys. It was nice being here.